welcome to another vlog. I am back on track, as I said in the last one, so I have another vlog here already. It is the middle of the day and I have just had to put the lights on. It's literally lunchtime and it's so dark outside. Welcome to January. I'm really not a fan of the darkness at this time of year. I feel like if it's a rainy day, it gets to lunchtime and then you just need your lights on for the rest of the day. I'm not a huge fan of it. I much prefer the longer days and the lightness. So I'm very much looking forward to that in the spring. I'll be vlogging over the next couple of days and I've got a few things coming up, including seeing Becky. Hopefully, we've got plans to do something. We haven't decided what yet, but she hasn't been here in the vlogs for a while, so you get to see Becky. I'm going to be talking a little bit about my skincare routine and showing you what I got from Superdrug, which I did the other day when I was with Kate, but I didn't manage to get it into that vlog, so I'll be showing you what I got. I've got some errands to run tomorrow, so that will probably be included along with some car chats or something. Lots coming up, so be sure to keep watching. And I just want to say thank you to HelloFresh, who have sponsored this video. As you will have seen if you watched the last vlog, Kate and I have been having HelloFresh boxes weekly. We've been loving that, so I'll be talking more about that a bit later on. Look at what is back out of retirement. I have not played Animal Crossing for ages. I played loads during lockdown. Goodness knows what my island is looking like, but I've just got the charger out and charged this up, so I'm going to play some of this a bit later. Really can't believe how long it's been. I think I picked it up once, like last year, and I haven't played it since then. The island will be very overgrown, I would imagine, by now. So I'm downstairs now, just been having a little bit of a tidy up, clearing the decks for making dinner later. We tend to alternate the cooking, Kate and I. It depends who's around. Sometimes she's out, sometimes I'm away. It depends what's going on, but I'm going to be doing the cooking today. And for those of you who may not know, HelloFresh is a weekly recipe box. I absolutely love the app, so you can use the app or on a desktop, whatever you prefer. You can go through and choose from lots of different recipes every week, and they break the recipes down into categories. So some of them are a lot quicker to make. They have some that are vegetarian, some have a certain amount of calories, so you can kind of categorize them and choose your recipes from there. The biggest thing I love about HelloFresh is just how easy it is. When your box arrives, each of your recipes is bagged up individually. There's a few fresh ingredients which are kept separate to keep them cool. I tend to take those out, put them into the correct bags using the recipe card. You can see what goes where, and then I will just place those bags into the fridge ready to use. The instructions are step by step. You can see the recipe card here for the one that I'm making this evening. So if you're not the best cook, or you're not very experienced at cooking, or not very adventurous, it's very, very easy to make. And for someone like me who does tend to stick to the same things, the other thing I love about HelloFresh is that I'll try things that I wouldn't normally make. We've had several things the last couple of weeks that Kate and I have both kind of said we would never have thought to make that, or if we just went to the supermarket and bought ingredients, that's not something that we would have ended up having, and we've really enjoyed it. The other great thing about HelloFresh for us is it does stop us from ordering takeaways. I don't know why, but if I have this in the fridge and I can just grab this out and make that meal, I will cook it. If I just have ingredients in the fridge that I've purchased, I will order a takeaway. I don't know why it makes such a big difference. I can only tell you that it does, so it saves us a lot of money. And because they send the exact right amount of ingredients for each recipe, everything is perfectly portioned. When you're just cooking using regular ingredients, it is very easy to make a lot more than you need and eat bigger portions than you need to. So I love that about HelloFresh as well. You're always eating the correct amount. And HelloFresh have given me an offer to give to you guys if you would like to try this out yourself. You'll get 60% off your first box, 20% off for 2 months, plus free gifts. So if you want to try this out for yourself, there'll be a QR code here. I'll also put the code on the screen, which is Victoria24, or you can just follow the link in the description. So if you're watching on your phone or something and you can't scan the QR code, just look in the description and the code and the link will be there, but it's Victoria24. And this is the recipe that I'm going to be making for us tonight, which is pesto and mozzarella portobello burger. So it's basically the burger itself is portobello mushroom. It's a vegetarian dish. So of course I'll show you a little bit of the process and what the finished meal looks like. So I just made some coffee. I have actually been gone for a little while. I just had a slightly stressful experience because I suddenly realised I hadn't seen the cat for ages. Normally every time I come downstairs, she'll like wander down, and I was suddenly like, what? I haven't seen her. I was shouting her and calling her. I was worried she was outside and it's freezing cold because she's quite old now. And I was like, oh my gosh, is she like shut in somewhere? So I've literally been going everywhere. She was under the bed in one of the spare bedrooms, so I don't know like what was going on. She'd normally come out if you call her. Just looking at her now, she's going outside. But maybe she's a little bit unwell or something. We'll keep an eye on her because it's unlike her to just hide and like not come out. On the subject of how cold it is, while I was outside looking, it is freezing. I feel like in December it wasn't all that bad most of the time, but it suddenly got into that like super cold phase now. Here in the UK, like I was saying as well, with the darkness and the rain has actually eased off. We had a couple of weeks of major rain and now it's just really, really freezing cold. And now it is time to turn this into this. And here is the finished result. I think that looks really good actually. Smells amazing. Somebody definitely thinks so. One bite in, we are pretty impressed.
Delicious.
This is the best thing we've had, I would say, in the last like few weeks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Really
love
good.
this. So I'm back upstairs now, all done with dinner, all tidied away and sorted. That HelloFresh meal was so good. Kate and I both agreed that was the best thing we've had over the last couple of weeks. The mozzarella and pesto on the burger, it was really, really good. I've got my Walt Disney World hoodie on that Becky bought me for my birthday. I love this. You can't really see, well actually you can see it there. It says Walt Disney World like all the way across the back. It's nice to be cozy, although I did just walk on my treadmill, so I'm not feeling freezing cold at the moment. I think I might watch something before I go to sleep. I'm just not sure what to watch. I'm going to put my Galaxy light on in a second and just put something on the TV. I need some recommendations. Please let me know in the comments what you're watching. I have Netflix, I have Prime, and obviously the usuals like BBC, ITV, all that kind of thing. Let me know in the comments what you've been watching because I need something new. I know there is Bridgerton coming, but not until May. That's ages away. I can't believe it's so far away. I've been so desperate for the new series. It feels like forever until that's coming on. I recently watched something on, was it on Netflix? I think it was. It was called Fool Me Once, I think, with Michelle Keegan. I'm sure it was called Fool Me Once. That was actually really good. I've just finished that. And next Monday is the new series of Love Island, but it is Love Island All Stars, so all the people in it are people from previous series, and they just announced it on Instagram who's going to be in it, and some of the people are from all the way in season 1, which I think was 2015, a really long time ago now. I didn't think they'd have people from as far back as that, and I do love Love Island. It is my guilty pleasure. I know it is not the best thing ever, but I can't help it. I do like watching it, and especially as it's people from all the previous seasons. So by the time you're seeing this vlog, that probably will have already started, so I will have that to watch each evening. But please let me know your recommendations. I need new stuff to watch. I love anything crime based or like thrillers. I really like period drama kind of stuff, so yeah, let me have those recommendations. So I'm just going to flick through and find something in the meantime, go to sleep, and I will be back with you guys in the morning. I'm going to show you my little Superdrug haul and talk a bit about my current skincare routine, what I've been using. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning from some very bad lighting as usual. This always seems to happen to us. Becky's here. We are in Wetherspoons and we're in street again. So in the last vlog, Kate and I were here, and now Becky and I are here. It's as if we never go anywhere else because we kind of don't.
Well, it's just a nice place to go, and everything's together.
Close. Yeah, it's close by. Yeah. It's close by, and the charity shops are good here too.
Yes,
so we're going to have a little mooch around those, and we're just getting some breakfast. It is so cold today. We were just saying it's Disneyland Paris cold.
I mean, almost, not quite,
cold, but it is
my ears are
freezing.
hurting.
Yeah, it's freezing cold. We're just in Smith's and we've noticed a Spaceship Earth style pencil case.
It's very upright.
Not quite the right colour, but still, and also a bumblebee. We're in one of the charity shops. Look how chonky this bird is. This may be the chonkiest bird I've ever seen. Not sure if this frog is being seductive or drunk. Could be either. Still with their Christmas decks up here, which we're finding a bit weird. I know they've got this ice skating rink, which we were talking about the other day, but I still feel like it's a bit Christmassy. Just saw a sign, it was here till the 7th of January, so I guess they are looking to take it down now. So we're back at home now and just having a coffee. Becky's still here.
Hello.
Just having a little catch up and a coffee, and Becky's heading off now. We're going to be recording the podcast soon. There's been a lot going on, hasn't there?
There has.
The last few weeks, and you've had stuff going on, so it's been challenging getting together to do that, and today we were just sort of catching up, but we will be doing that soon. Yeah, it was nice, wasn't it? We just had a little
really cold
stroll.
Nice around.
It's so cold. That's a really good place for us to go to walk around, because there's just I don't know, places to see, and they do have a few different places to eat.
You kind of pop in and out of different shops, and
yeah,
it's just
nice.
It's pedestrianised, so you haven't got to, you know.
Yeah.
Worry about cars. It's just nice, isn't it?
Yeah, you go there quite a lot. I'd say you go there the most. Becky is always there. Yeah.
It's just an easy place to just bimble around.
Yeah.
I think really.
I think it's nicer than like just a normal town, because they have like the outlet shopping place, so there's just more there, I guess. And it's fairly close by to where we are, which is good. But it's so cold, isn't it? It's like super cold. Yeah, like we've literally just put the heating on. Becky's got her coat on. I've got,
just haven't taken it off.
Yeah, just got our coats and hoodies on still. I'm gonna do some work now. I think I need to edit the Disney vlog coming up for this Saturday. What else have I got to do? I just have some other stuff to do. I don't know. I need to go and look. January's a tough month for the old motivation, isn't it?
100%.
And being organised, and we were actually just saying that, weren't we? We did encounter a couple of people in shops and stuff who didn't seem...
They weren't having the best cheerful... I mean, I've worked in shops, I know. I know that, but your day's only as nice as you want to make it. If you're just automatically acting like everything is awful... Everything is awful, isn't it?
I mean, we get it. It's January. It's not the best time of year, but we were like, yeah, people are not feeling in a good mood. It's probably the cold, the fact that it's January. It's just a funny old month, isn't it? But we're trying to maintain the positivity over here. Good morning, everyone. It is the next day, and as you can see, I've got my coat on here. I'm just about to go out. Kate and I are heading out this morning to do some shopping. I need to get some paint for my bathroom. So I have an ensuite bathroom in this room, and I want to paint it. It hasn't been painted since we moved in. It's looking very tired in there, and I just want to spruce it up. I've got some new shelves to go up in there as well, so we thought we would get some paint today. Whether we actually do the painting today, I don't know, but we're gonna go and buy it. I just want like a off-white kind of colour just to freshen it up. It's super cold here in the UK at the moment. As you remember from me and Becky the other day, it is just suddenly like dipped quite a lot, so I'm bracing myself for going outside. And when I get back, I just have to do a little bit to the Disney vlog, which is going up this week. I've obviously been vlogging for this one and doing a bit of editing for this as well, so it's been a very busy week this week, but I like it. January is a bit of a funny month. It can be a bit boring and not much going on, so it's actually good to be keeping really busy. Some of it's ended up on the back seat here, and look who else is on the back seat. Are you looking after the toilet roll? Cloud looks a bit bluey, do you think?
It's just a soft white, isn't it? Which is
or frosted white.
I quite like the powder grey.
That doesn't even look grey, does it? It
looks like a soft white, but it won't have that yellowy tinge to it.
Yeah, powder. Actually, yeah, maybe powder grey, do you think?
Yeah.
I've had a lot of debate over frosted white or powder grey, but I think I'm gonna go powder grey. Okay, bathroom is painted. I have to say Kate did it because I don't really have the height and she's better at painting than me. And now we're just putting some shelves up. Kate's got a very fancy level thing. I don't know what you call this.
It's a laser level.
Laser
so
level.
I do all my own tiling and stuff, so it just helps when you're tiling or when you're doing any kind of levelling.
Yeah.
I bought it for wallpapering actually. It doesn't look like it's levelling very well at the moment, but there's a button you can press.
So yeah, now it's grey. It was like I think it was magnolia before, but it was very yellowy, wasn't it? It was not nice colour, so yeah. We've gone for, this looks more grey than it did in Wickes yesterday though, I have to say. It looked like just slightly off-white, but it is actually quite grey. But the rest of the room is, so that's fine. And I'll show you what it's like when the shelves are up. And here is the finished product. I love these shelves actually. They're perfect for this little space and all these extra things that I had nowhere to put. Now they have a home, and it's a lot kind of brighter feeling in here now. It just had like a very dingy old yellow that I think had probably been here since the house was built, I would imagine. So it looks much better now. So thank you to Kate, who's a lot better at DIY than I am. I'm finally getting around to showing you the stuff I got from Superdrug and also just talking a little bit about my current skincare routine. I haven't talked about it for a while, and although I roughly do the same thing and always have done, I do change up the products every now and again. And to be honest, a lot of the time it has to do with how much money I have to spend. So sometimes I buy more expensive stuff, but if like at the moment when I think everybody is in the same boat trying to economize a little bit, I will find alternative products that do a similar job but are a little bit cheaper, and I found some really good ones at the moment that are not super expensive. And Superdrug often have a lot of offers on their skincare as well, so you can get an even better deal. One thing I should mention is I have always used anti-aging skincare products since I was 19, which is very young to begin. I used to work for a cosmetics company and kind of learned a lot about skincare quite early on, and I have always used anti-aging stuff, and I do think that that genuinely has made a difference. Starting with the basics, to remove makeup, I oils, just use the Garnier Micellar Water. I love this stuff, and again, you can normally get it on offer, so it's very good value. It's not too expensive. This is a product I use probably 2 to 3 times a week, I would say. It's basically an exfoliating wash, so I don't use it every single day. You can actually use it daily. It does say on there that it's kind of gentle enough for everyday use, but I probably do this 2 to 3 times a week. It's a very inexpensive product, and a couple of my friends use it as well. We really love this, and your skin just feels so nice afterwards. So for something that doesn't cost a whole lot, this is one of my absolute favourite products. Then I use a retinol serum. This is the one I've been using at the moment, which is the Superdrug Me Plus range. This is like their own range. They do have a few different ones actually, but this one's quite distinctive in the black and white packaging. This is the 0.2% retinol and something I can't even say, tranexamic acid. Targets blemishes and hyperpigmentation, so I put that on first. Then I do put on the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I've been using this at the moment. I was very kindly gifted this one. This cream is expensive though, so if I'm not using this one as an alternative, I like the Olay Day Cream. I really like the whipped one. That can be a little bit pricey if it's not on offer, but sometimes you can get it on offer. But at the moment, I'm fortunate enough to have this one. It is very good, this cream. It's just a little bit pricey. If I'm in a position to get it, then I do, but otherwise I will go for the Olay one. And then for eye creams, I have a nighttime one and a daytime one. So at nighttime, I use this Optimum by Superdrug. So this is another one of their ranges. This is a retinol extra strength eye cream. And in the morning, before I put makeup on, I put a bit of this niacinamide one, which is like a brightening eye cream. And the other thing I have that is a little bit of a luxury, I have one of these at the moment, but again, I would probably skip this step unless I want to spend the money on buying this product, but it's the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Hydrator Mist. And I would spray a little bit of this on at the end once I put all of the other products on before I go to sleep. I do love this spray, and you can get some other types as well that are similar. I just really like the smell of this one, and it feels really nice. But again, I sometimes have it, sometimes don't. This is more of a luxury, which I sometimes have. Just to show you the other few bits that I got, I have this Dove shower mousse. This is what I use as a shaving gel basically in the shower, and I normally get the Imperial Leather Foam Burst, but I thought I would try this Dove one for a change, which is blood orange and spiced rhubarb, and I do tend to like the smell of rhubarb in products and soaps and things like that. I needed some new conditioner as well, and this is the one I've had the last couple of times. The smell of this stuff is absolutely amazing. It's the pineapple one, and it smells exactly like fruit salad sweets, you know, the little chewy sweets. It smells exactly like that, and once I've dried my hair I can still smell it for ages. It's really good, and it's very inexpensive too. And this is the current leave-in conditioner I've been using. It's the Palmer's olive oil one. They do a coconut one that's nice as well, but I slightly prefer this olive oil one. I feel like my hair detangles a little bit better with this one. And I also just got some hairspray, not very interesting. I tend to just go for this Silver Crin unless something else I like is on offer. And I just grabbed a sharpener as well because one of my lip liners has completely gone blunt and I have no sharpener. I don't know what happened to my old one, so I had to grab one of those too. So those are just a few of my skincare, hair and beauty items and stuff. I just wanted to show you that, the current stuff that I'm using, and like I said, at the moment I am trying to keep spending to a minimum on hair and beauty stuff, and over time I've been testing out different products that are a bit cheaper to see if I like them, and those things that I've shown you are kind of the current ones that I find really good, but they are not super expensive, so I thought I would just share that. I've just been looking at a couple more pictures to put up in this room. You'll remember in my last vlog I put up my Winnie the Pooh one, and I still have this one which I bought when I was in Florida with Catherine at the Festival of the Arts. I am obsessed with this picture. The only problem is with it, it's already sort of mounted with that red and black around the edge, but I think I would want to take the picture and just put it in a grey frame so it would go in this room, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I don't know if it's kind of like secured into this mount that it's in, so I'm going to open it up and take a look. And the picture is by Rob Kaz. It's called One Wild Toad. I suspected it wasn't going to be easy to get out of here, but actually it is stuck together, as you can see there, but it's coming apart fairly easily, so I think I would be able to kind of take this black mount off it, and then I can just take the picture itself and put it in a grey frame, because it just doesn't really go with my colour scheme in my room with this black and this red, but I do absolutely love the picture. So I'm going to measure the picture, and the next time I go to the range or somewhere, hopefully I can get a frame that will go in this room, and then finally get this up on the wall because I love it. I'm just here doing some editing, and I thought I would take a quick lunch break break or a coffee break. I'm not actually eating anything, I'm just having some coffee. And this year I was determined for the first time probably since lockdown to read an actual book. I did read some during lockdown and then kind of got out of the habit again. And I picked this one up when Becky and I were at Clark's Village the other day in the works. It's called From Cornwall with Love and it's by Cressida McLaughlin. I just liked the sound of the story from the very brief bit on the back here, and I love Cornwall. So I thought I would give this a go. I've just been reading a little bit of it. I'm only a couple of chapters in, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm actually feeling really good the first couple of weeks of this year so far in terms of my productivity versus downtime. Because if I'm away and traveling and going to Florida and then I very often have other things immediately afterwards, I'll be coming back, going somewhere else, it can be a little bit chaotic. Then I have other times where it's a lot quieter, and sometimes when it's like that I have a tendency to procrastinate. But actually so far this year, considering it's a year that I have not said anything to myself about goals, got to do this, got to do that, I've just been very, very relaxed about things. I'm actually finding that I'm getting a really good balance of working and downtime, and then when I am having downtime I'm doing things that I feel are enjoyable but also productive. So I've been doing my treadmill, not every single day if I'm kind of going out or doing something else, but almost every day I've been doing it. I've also been reading my book, researching other travel that I want to do this year, which is not Disney related, stuff that I would put over on this channel. And I guess I'm just feeling good about how I've been spending my time. Sometimes I find myself rushing around or feeling like I'm wasting time with certain things that are not very good, like scrolling on my phone and stuff like that. I actually don't really enjoy doing that at all, but sometimes find myself doing it. But I really haven't been finding myself doing that at all. I've just been doing nice, relaxing, enjoyable things, so that's been really good. There's definitely times of the year where there's a lot more going on, certainly in the summer and later in the year, but at the moment I'm just enjoying cozy nights in with it being cold outside. Life is uneventful at the moment and I like it. In my last vlog I said about showing you a couple of things I got for Christmas, and I meant to show you this and completely forgot, so I just thought I'd show you now. One of the things I got from my mum and dad is this steamer. You might remember when I went on the press trip and stayed at the boardwalk at Disney, they had a steamer in the room instead of an iron, and I loved it. It was so easy to use, and ever since then I've really wanted one, but I wanted to get one that was as similar to the one that I used as possible. When I was researching, most of the ones I saw had like 4 holes across the front instead of this line, but I really wanted one the same as the one that I've used before, and eventually I found this one. This is the Tefal Access Steam Plus. I will link this below if you want to check it out, and it has the turbo setting the same as the one that I used in Florida. I think the brand of that one was Conair, which is not a brand that we have here in the UK. I think you can sometimes get stuff from that brand, but it's not very common. And it also has a delicate setting. You just put the water in the bottom there and then just press the trigger and off you go with your steaming. I just found it so much easier than ironing, and I've had my eye on one of these ever since. So I was really, really pleased with this one that my mum and dad got me. Hiding from me the other day. Jet's making weird noises in the background. There's a lot of animals being babies.
She's just a baby. She's not a dog, she's a baby.
I am so excited. Is that sad? So I'm back upstairs now and I really loved watching Love Island. I think it's going to be really good. It was so weird seeing some of the people from the earlier series. I think it's been like 8 or 9 years since the first one, so a lot of them now are a lot older. It was just crazy seeing all the different people in there together from the different seasons, so I think it's going to be really good. Kate managed to sleep through pretty much the entire thing. She slept through the crucial bit, which was towards the end, but hopefully she'll be able to catch up on it tomorrow and then watch the next one. It is on I think it's on every weeknight. No, actually, I think it's on every day except for Saturday nights, I believe, for like 2 months. So if you do like it, it's quite a good thing to get into because it's just on all the time, like every day. And I think I'm going to wrap this vlog up here, and I will be aiming to do 1 vlog a week. Now, whether it's every single week, I don't know, but I am aiming for every week. So hopefully most weeks there will be a new vlog on this channel. Certainly for the next couple of months. Like I said, I'm not traveling anywhere too far. I do have a couple of little trips which I will be vlogging on this channel, but I haven't got any big trips or far-flung trips until the spring. So I will have more time for vlogging over here. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching the last couple of vlogs. Don't forget to use the HelloFresh code. It is in the description. There's also a link that you can use as well and get that 60% off your first box, 20% off for 2 months, and free gifts as well. Like I said, Kate and I have been really enjoying HelloFresh the last few weeks, so yeah, be sure to check out that offer. Thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to watch, as always. I really do appreciate you being here, both on this channel and over on Disney in Detail as well. And please do let me have your recommendations in the comments of of anything to watch. I definitely need some new stuff to watch, as well as Love Island obviously, but anything else you've been watching that's really good, please do let me know. If you could give the video a thumbs up as well, that would be great because it helps other people to find it. I hope you guys are all well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.